What is up, future millionaires? Welcome back to my channel. Let's get right into today's video. So what I'm going to talk to you guys about, because I get this question a lot, all right? And I get it on TikTok, I get it on Instagram. Speaking of which, if you're not connected with me on other platforms, what is you fooling? Okay. I post a ton of content, great educational business content on TikTok and Instagram, and you can find me everywhere at Ellie Talks Money, okay? Shameless plug. But what I want to go over with you guys today is, do you need an LLC for your business, especially at the beginning of your business? It's time for us to put this to rest. Let's get right into this video so I can give you my answer, okay? Let's go.
Ellie talks money to create the better days. Business, money, life, the Ellie way.
All right, y'all, welcome back into the video. So let's get right into it. Do you need an LLC to start your business? Let me put it to you this way. Yes, okay, you do need an LLC to start your business. Now, let me give you some examples. Now, if you are going and you're going to be selling products, right? You're going to be selling products, shea butters, anything that people are, consuming or putting on their skin. Let me say this, the reason why we form LLCs, LLC stands for Limited Liability Company, okay? And the reason why we do this is to limit our liability. So you being a business owner, let's say you start selling your products online, people buy, and God forbid, but somebody has an allergic reaction, now they want to sue you. Having an LLC is going to protect your personal assets from whatever they want to sue you for as it relates to the business. Now, if you don't have an LLC and you're operating as a sole proprietor, which means no LLC, individual person, essentially, owning a business, then if that person has an allergic reaction and they decide they're going to sue, that means everything the money you made in the business and what you own personally could be up for grabs were it to go to court. And we don't got time for that. You're not out here building wealth, hustling, making money just for it to not be protected. Now, here's what I will say. Let's say you have this business idea. You haven't started marketing, you haven't started selling, you are just testing to see where this is gonna go and if people are even interested, then no, you don't need an LLC at that point. My general rule is you don't wanna stay any longer than 90 days of operating a business without an LLC, and you don't wanna stay, longer than like 10 customers, like real customers. Friends and family is one thing because they're not going to be crazy, hopefully, but you don't want to be selling to people without having that protection. And a lot of the time, in order for you to open up accounts with Shopify, Stripe, and etc., they ask you for your business information. So it is something that you will want to add. And another reason why it's important to have an LLC, especially when you start having customers, when you start really actively marketing to sell, you have to keep your business income separate from your personal income. It's called commingling, which the IRS does not like, where you have one personal account and then you've got money that you're making from business activities coming into that personal account. It needs to be separated. And the way to have it separated is to open a business bank account where all those funds will go. And in order to have a business bank account, you need to have an LLC. So that is really important. It comes from a place of protecting yourself, protecting your business, protecting your personal assets is really, really important. Now, I know sometimes you guys will ask, well, what about the cost of an LLC? I haven't made any money yet. How can I possibly go and form this? I completely understand. That's why I said, when you start to make money, don't wait longer than 3 months, right? You don't want to expose yourself to too much risk. And as well, a lot of the time there are periods and programs with your Secretary of State where forming your LLC is low cost or no cost or reduced cost. Like, for example, right now, It is February 2023, and California is offering free LLCs, no cost, until June. So you might want to check with your Secretary of State to see if that is something that is available in your state. And if it's not at that moment, they could tell you when it's coming up. I also want you guys to know this: even if you have to use your own personal money in order to form the LLC, it's a tax write-off. And let me explain. So let's say you have a personal account right now. You decide, you know what? I'm listening to Ellie. I'm going to start this LLC for my business. So you use your money, you form the LLC, you keep a copy of your receipt that you paid to form that LLC. Now your LLC is created. You go and set up your account with QuickBooks. That is one of the first receipts you can upload as business expenses, okay? Business filings, business expenses, I believe that's the specific code. And even though that money was, charged from your personal account, you still connect your QuickBooks personal account until you have an up and running business account, and then you connect the business account. So a lot of the things you might be doing right now to grow your business, whether you have an LLC or not, you might be buying gas to get your clients. You might be buying materials to make whatever you're making, or other materials to make your butters. You might be buying inventory from your personal money. And the fact that you don't have an LLC, you're not able to write off any of those expenses. And that is tragic, honey. That is tragic. We cannot have this anymore. So that's why it's very important to have the LLC, because then the money you're actually putting in to grow your business, it's a tax deduction for you. And that is a win-win-win. So those are a couple of the reasons why you need to have an LLC to start a business. Number one, to protect you and your personal assets. Secondly, you want to make sure that you are able to write off some of the expenses that you are actually acquiring as a part of growing this business. And thirdly, a lot of the times it could be reduced cost or free. Now, there's a couple bonus things I want to mention to you as well. By having an LLC, you're able to start building business credit. You cannot build business credit as an individual sole proprietor. You can only build business credit if you have a business, you have an EIN, you have a DUNS number, and you have a business bank account. And all of these things are, in order to have them, you're required to have an LLC. Now, here's something I want to clarify, okay? I get a lot of questions about, having a DBA. And so I want to make sure you guys understand a DBA stands for doing business as. So as an LLC, let's say you form your LLC and it's called, Ashley Jones LLC. But the business name that you're going under is Ashley's Butters for you, okay? Ashley's Butters for you, okay? So your LLC is Ashley Jones LLC, but your DBA, doing business as, is Ashley's Butters. So you're going to file a DBA that states, hey, these two are connected. This is the actual business entity, and this is the doing business as name that it is known by. So that's really what it is. A DBA isn't a legal document. It isn't an LLC. It doesn't give you any protections. It simply lets people know that this is the public facing name of your business, Ashley's Butters, and then the LLC is the private name of your business. So that should help with that. I think, a lot of people think getting a DBA is enough. No, I'm so sorry. It is not enough, okay? It's a great add-on to have. And also I want you guys to know it's not a requirement, right? So if your LLC is the same name as your business, perfect, you don't need one. But if you do want to use a different name and conduct business under a different name, it's a great idea to have the DBA because that allows you to do that. So I want you guys to comment down below, what questions do you have about LLCs? Do you have an LLC right now? And if you don't, what's been holding you back? What's been holding you back? And if you do, when did you finally get yours? Now, here's something else I want you guys to understand. Let's say you have one LLC, but you have several different business ideas. I always recommend that you start with a consulting LLC or online retail, especially if you're going to be selling products, whether they be physical or digital online, that's where that is going to go under. Now, if you want to go and start a business in a completely different industry, like maybe you want to start real estate, you want to open up a beauty salon, you want to get into cars or vending machines, what I don't want you guys to do is have all your all your businesses under one LLC. Y'all be trying to fit 30,000 businesses in one LLC. Says how? How? Okay. It's very important to have separate LLCs when you're able to cover these separate businesses. And again, when you're in the idea phase, you don't need it. But when you start to get to going with that other business in real estate or vending or whatever, you want to make sure you have a separate LLC for that too. Keep it protected, keep you protected, and be able to build business credit. All right. So make sure that you guys text Academy to 310-564-0065 so I can keep you up to date with all of the courses offered on Elevated Academy. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.